Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, marhaban bikum. This is Ryan from Arabic Workshop, and I know that you haven't heard from us for a few weeks. There are various reasons for that, but I thought I would do a quick update for the 100 Days of Arabic challenge. Now, we're on day 72, and I hope that a lot of you have been able to keep up with the Qisas al-Sirah. If you have, congratulations to you. And if you haven't, don't worry. There's plenty of time to catch up. All the individual chapters are very short, about 2.5 minutes. So you should be able to keep up with that program. Now, if you have kept up with that program, or that side of the program, should I say, plus the story listening, and if you've watched all of the story listening that we've released on YouTube, you should have come across 54,300 words. That's 54,300 individual words. Yes, of course, there's a lot of repetition, but that's the idea of acquisition, that you're hearing words again and again. So again, congratulations to you if you've done that. I hope that you found it easy by doing it gradually, day by day. And I hope that you've started to notice that there are more words just popping into your head. So the standout words for me have been the word raha, in conjunction with another word. You know, raha yaf'alu kada. He began to do something. So that's the general kind of construction. So not a word that I've come across before in that it used in that way. It used to be the bada'a, tafaqa, akhadha. So a new word for me, raha. And I'm sure you've come across this a lot because this author, it's a favorite of this author, let's put it that way. The second word that kind of stands out to me, so I whenever I've explained to someone that I'm preparing for a journey, I've always used the word isti'adda, yasta'iddu. استعدت نفسي للسفر مثلا. So I prepared myself for this journey, and I found myself gradually using the word تأهبت, that I prepared myself for the journey. I've also noticed that there are words that kind of slipped into mind and then slipped out. So the word I think is qafar, for wasteland. I came across it once. I thought that it was going to be my I+1, and if you watch some of our videos, you'll understand that notation, the I+1. But I never really quite acquired it. Who knows? Maybe by just repeating it during this video, I've acquired that word. I hope that you are seeing a lot of that happening now. And I hope that you can kind of see the difference that we're trying to introduce you to between acquisition and explicit learning. Okay? The idea being the larger the volume of input that you can give yourself, the more likely you are to actually acquire the language and have a working knowledge of your Arabic. Right, the next thing, confession time. I have a confession. The 100 Days of Arabic challenge is not 100 days long. I'm really sorry about that, but I'm afraid 137 days didn't quite have the same ring to it. So yes, the 100 Days of Arabic program is actually 137 days long. There are 137 chapters in the Qisas al-Sirah series of readers, and so we'll be going on for a little bit longer. So hopefully that's good news for you. It means we're not going to finish at 100 days. We've got another 37 days of content. I hope you're going to enjoy, or I hope you're going to like the idea that this is going to be a little bit longer, and you're not so keen to finish the story. The next thing is, I'm sorry that we haven't been around for the last few weeks. Our Hakawaati Ala was ill for a little bit, shafahullah, and I understand that he's actually really quite busy, so has been unable to kind of really concentrate on giving us the high quality that we're looking for. You know, that's coming from him, not from us, by the way. So, you know, yeah, mashallah, we find Ala, you know, very engaging, even during his downtime. Mashallah, wa Allahumma barik. We hope to see him again in a few weeks. What we'll try and do is we will try and get someone else to just step in. And I'm hoping to have something in place for you either this coming week or the week after. One thing we want to look at in the 65 days that we have remaining is measuring output. Now, in one of my videos, I talked about how the difference between explicit learning and implicit acquisition means that testing and worksheets and things like that don't really help you acquire the language in a rapid manner. So there is a technique to measuring output, and that's something that we've been looking at. A lot of the teachers on the Stories First Foundation have mentioned it. And so that is something that I'm going to hopefully release a video for you in the next few days, 2 weeks at most. And then for those of you that are on our mailing list, we're going to give you an opportunity to maybe engage with us in measuring output. It's all a little bit experimental, but we definitely have a framework. We'll talk about it more in the subsequent video, inshallah. And finally, I want to bring to your attention something that I came across on social media. The King Salman Global Academy for Arabic Language has opened applications for what I can describe as immersion programs. I think there is a 4-week option and an 8-week option. It seems to be all expenses paid. I'm going to leave a link in the description below for you. If you're free at that time and you qualify, I believe you need to be aged between 18 and 45. If you do qualify, don't even think about it. Just apply for it. It'll be huge for your Arabic. Really, just try and get on and make the most of it. Well, that's all for this update. I hope to be back with you in a week or so with a couple more videos on language acquisition. And also, as I mentioned before, with a new Hakawaati in place until Allah is free for us again. Until then, ma salama.